Hello everyone. So today I am going to explain about find the triplet with zero sum. Means here we will be given one array and we have to find the three elements such that the sum of all these three elements come equal to zero. Means we have to find the three elements from the array. If those three elements sum come equal to zero, then in that case we have to return one. Otherwise, if we have if we had not found any of the three elements whose sum is zero, then in that case we have to return zero. As you can see here, you can clearly see here the sum of these elements will become equal to zero. So we had written one here. Okay, and you can see here none of the three elements sum will become equal to zero. So here we have written zero. It's false. Means none of the three elements we have found sum is zero. Now let's move to the whiteboard so that I can explain you this approach in a much better way. Let's take the example that we have the elements inside the array 350 minus 3. So what we want to do is that we want to find the sum of the three elements whose sum is 0. As you can see here, the sum of these three, 0 and minus 3 will become 0. And so this condition will return 1. So the approach which we are going to use here is its time complexity will be equal to ego of n square. Now I am going to explain it. So the approach is that we are simply going to take three elements, but we are not going to run three loops. Okay, as you can know that if we run the three loops, I here, j here, and k here, then in that case also we will be able to solve this question. But this question will give you time limit exceeded, as it has been clearly mentioned that we have to solve this question in big of n square. Okay, so now we are going to solve this question in big of n square. So what we are going to do, I we will keep here, and for then we will use for this much shorted array we will use a start and end point. So before using this approach, first we are going to short this array. So after shorting, this array will look like this. Minus 3 will come here, then 0 will come here, then 3 will come here. So as I had explained you that I will start one I loop which will iterate this whole array, and then I will use two pointer approach and start here and end here. Then what I am simply going to do, I am simply going to add all these elements and see whether its sum is coming 0 or not. As you can see here, the sum is not coming 0. Here sum which we are getting is equal to 2. So as you can see that sum is greater than 0 and we want to make the sum equal to 0. So what we are going to do is that we are going to decrease this. Okay. So we want to decrease this sum. How we are going to decrease it? By moving this end to the left hand side. Okay. As you can see here, the end is first pointing to 5. Now the end is pointing to 3, which is smaller than 5. So due to this reason, we are moving the end towards the left. As you know that this array is shorted. So when we move the end by one position towards the left, of course the value of the sum will get reduced. Okay. Now again we will find the sum of all these elements, and now you can see that the sum now will become equal to 0. So we will return that. But let's take the other case. Suppose if in any case sum we get is negative, means less than 0. If suppose for example we get sum is equal to minus 5. So what we will do in that case, we will increase the start value by 1, because as we will increase the start, the value also get increased. So as a result, our sum will also get increased and we will reach towards 0. So this is the approach which we are going to use here. Now let's move to the coding part so that the things become more clear. So as I had explained you on the whiteboard, first I am going to run the I equal to 0, I is less than I plus plus. Then as I had explained you on the whiteboard, I am going to take the two pointer. One is start and it will start from I plus 1. Then another is end and its value will always n minus 1. As I had explained you, start is at this position I plus 1 and end is at this position n minus 1. Okay. Then I am simply going to run this loop while start is less than end. Why I am writing here? First, suppose take the case that if a start and end is pointing at the same index, then in that case, if we take the sum of the all the elements, then in that case, we are not considering three elements. Here we are considering only two elements because start and end is pointing at single elements. So this case we have to neglect so so that we can take the sum of three elements. So due to this reason, we are writing that while start is less than end. Then what we are going to do, we are simply going to add this element and sum equal to array I plus array vector start plus array. Now suppose if the sum equal to 0, then in that case what we want to return? Return okay, because this is the case that we are searching for. Now suppose if sum become greater than 0, then in that case we want to reduce the sum. Then what we will do? We will shift the end towards the left. As you can see here, we have shifted the end towards the left so that our sum get minimized. Okay, and we move towards the 0. Okay, and in other case, what we will do? Simply going to increase the start by 1 because we want to increase our sum because our sum is less than 0. This is the case, and suppose if none of the cases this condition become true, then in that case return 0 because there are no three elements inside the array. Sum is 0. Let's compile the code. Showing some kind of error from I had written by mistake sum. As you can see, the code get compiled successfully. Let me submit it. It's showing some kind of check the again. Create array, start array. Sum is 0. Sum is greater than 0, then case we want the sum. Sum less than 0, that case we want to increase the sum. So okay. As I had explained you that we have to short the array. Sorry, by mistake I forgot to short the array. Due to that reason it is showing us error. Because this logic work only for shorted array. Because due to the shorted only we are deciding that whether the end should decrease or the start should increase. If it is not shorted, then this doing all these things is worthless. Okay. So as you can see that the code gets submitted successfully. I hope that this code is clear to you. I had explained you. If still you have any doubt, then please don't forget to comment. And if you like this explanation, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.